All right, guys, it is time for us to do our next assignment of using warm and cool colors. What we're gonna be making today is kind of a shattered glass image of any type of shape you want. I did a heart for my example, and I used the warm colors for my heart and the cool colors for the background. All right, so to get started for this project today, you guys are going to need a ruler, a piece of paper. You do need a ruler to help with our straight lines. So just a simple ruler and a pencil would be fabulous. All right, so we are gonna start by drawing any shape you want in the center. I'm kind of on a heart kick lately, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my heart. So I'm gonna draw a nice big heart. Now I am gonna divide my paper into lots of different sections, and I'm gonna do that by just using my ruler as a straight edge and making random lines all the way across my paper, going lots of different directions. I want them to overlap. I want them to crisscross. I want them to make sections. I do not want a solid heart. So if you look like you have a big piece of your heart left, you want to go ahead and add some design to it. All right, something like that is gonna get us started. So I have my heart in the center, and then I have the background. Doesn't matter if you use the cool colors for the background or for the image, and then the opposite for the other, that's totally fine. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with my warm colors for the heart, and I'm gonna start by just outlining the heart with one of my warm colors. I chose orange. And then I'm gonna trace all of the pencil lines inside of the heart, not outside, just inside of the heart. So I'm just kind of turning my paper around to make sure that I get all of those different lines traced. Okay, so I think that's all of them for inside my heart. Now I'm gonna switch to my colored pencils. And for this project, I am going to use my warm colors, which are red, orange, and yellow. Now my colored pencils are getting a little dull, but that's okay. I will make them work. And we're gonna start coloring. Now, there is no right or wrong reason on how you color this. You're just kind of jumping around. I like to do all of one color first, and then I switch to a second color. No real reason why, I just think it goes a little bit quicker. And now remember, when we color, we want to be nice and solid, okay? It doesn't have to be super dark. I just want it to be nice and solid. All right, so I'll switch to my red. Remember, the colors I'm gonna be using are the warm colors. So we have red, we have orange, and we have yellow. Now, if you're using colored pencils or crayons, you may find additional shades of colors because, you know, there could be a red orange or an orange red. There could be like scarlet. So you may end up with some colors in addition to the plain red, orange, and yellow, and that is fine as long as you are in the correct color family, meaning it is a shade of red, a shade of orange, or a shade of yellow. You are good because that makes the warm colors. So then I'm going to switch to yellow. And I have this big one left. Let's see, my yellow is barely hanging on, but I think I'm going to try to make it. All right, there we go. So now I have my warm colored heart done. Okay, now it's time to move on to the background. I am gonna choose one of my cool colors. I'm gonna choose purple. I could have chosen a green or a blue, but y'all know I love purple. So I'm sticking with purple. And I am tracing my lines. And then I will do the same thing for this project that I did, or for this part of the project I did for the background, or for the heart. I am ready to use my colored pencils. So I want my blues, my greens, my purples. And I'm gonna start coloring. So let's do a little bit of purple. Remember, like I said, I kind of like to jump around a little bit. Stick with the same color and just kind of move around the paper. Plus my purple definitely needs to be sharpened here in a minute. So let's see if I can get one more section out of it. Okay. And then moving on to a new cool color, blue, green, and purple. So I'm using a shade of green. I like colored pencils because you can kind of color quickly with them and still do a nice job. Okay. So I'm just kind of moving all around the paper. Doesn't have to be evenly balanced of the same number of each color. That doesn't matter. What matters is that you're demonstrating your ability to group the colors by warm colors and cool colors, because that is the skill we are working on. We're working on our colors. So as long as you can show me that you know that blue, green, and purple are cool colors, and you know that red, orange, and yellow are warm colors, we are good. That is the skill we are assessing. All right, that one's not the prettiest. I do need to work on it. Okay. So I am just coloring in these nice and solid. Okay. And then I think I'm going to finish up with my blue. Okay, so I hope you guys are understanding the difference between warm and cool, and that this project is just a way of showing that you can use all 6 colors in one project and sorting them by temperature. Of course, means visual temperature. So I know we sorted them with the warm and cool color ostriches, but those were projects that only used one set of the colors. This time we incorporated both sets of colors into one project. So that's why we kind of broke it down into like the shattered glass effect, and then we have the shape, and then we have the background. Okay, and we'll finish up right here. Okay, end result, we have the heart done with the warm colors, red, orange, and yellow. And then the background is done with the cool colors, which are blue, green, and purple. So here is my original sample. Here is my sample from today. So you guys are gonna go ahead and get to work on this. You're gonna start with a piece of paper. You're gonna need a ruler, a pencil, and then your markers and crayons, or your colored pencils and markers. And you're gonna go ahead and make your own version and then submit it to me to take a look at it. All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a good time with this one. Bye.